right, so this next request is coming in from V and Melanie. Okay? With their forces combined, they have come together to bring us this extra sized request. This is Ren with the Tale of Jenny and Screech. All right, they are here to induct me into the tales. So here we go. Buckle up, y'all. Ah, yay. Hey. Okay. So the songs that I've heard up until like have had like the guitar, like even some of the Money Game stuff has had guitar. And I gotta say, he's an incredible guitarist. He's an incredible guitarist. I know like a lot of the focus on his music is like on his raps, but he is an incredible guitarist. I just gotta say that. So I'm excited to like actually be seeing him performing on the guitar. This is cool. I also really, I'm gonna just say too, because I said I have heard Chalk Outlines. I'm obsessed with that song. I really, really love his singing voice. I love his singing, and y'all are gonna be so mad at me for saying this. I'm sorry, but I love his singing voice more than I love his rapping. I'm gonna just be for real. So I wish he would sing more. Because as talented of a lyricist as he is, he has a phenomenal voice. So, anyways, I'm gonna just shut up now. And we're gonna listen. Okay, here we go.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street, somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet, she was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief, at 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sounded in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Up or go Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me? The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street, somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete, she's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Yeah, he's got such a great vocal. Okay, so were these like different pieces of things that were separate, or were the was released like this all together? Because this feels like a whole like scene shift now. Kind of both. Okay. I'm gonna just riff some fire on this while I'm walking. Just while I'm walking down the street, just casually being amazing on guitar. Just saying. Oh, they were separate and then he put them in one. Okay.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away. Hey, babe, are you in? No, nothing really. I'm just a bit tired. Listen, can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Okay. We're gonna pause for a second. Okay, I have to ask this question because the ones that you've shown me before, like you've shown me the money game ones, things like that, a lot of the ones you've shown me, you've said this is like a one take single shot, video with like a lot with live performance in it. Is this, I mean, obviously it's more than one shot because we had a separate thing, but like, is this kind of similar in this way where he kind of like performs it live when they're shooting these videos? Um, because there's so like he seems to be so meticulous about that. Like everything is meticulously timed and thought out and planned out. You have these shots that are very like purposeful and like this is incredibly like creative here, right? To have the way that he's using the guitar, even just as a percussive thing when he knocks on it for the knocking, and then here for like the gunshots, and then to see the camera like fall down the way that somebody would fall, right, when they get shot. So like having all of these elements to it just really engrosses you in the story to where like even as the camera you're part of this story and you're like sucked into this world. Melanie says, yes, live and one take for each tales. Damn. Yeah, see that to me is what is the most impressive thing. Cause even some of these songs that after, cause like Like for instance, Money Games 1, 2, and 3. There were parts of that that I liked more than others. Like there were ones that I was like, okay, that's cool. Like might actually listen to that again. And then there were others that were like, okay, that was cool. I'm probably never gonna listen to that again. You know what I mean? It's kind of hit or miss. Like his songs for this song wise, like as far as like a song that I would put on my playlist, like they've been very hit or miss for me. But I'm always really engrossed in his videos because he is so meticulous about it. Like I said, they're just so well crafted, and like so even if I like didn't like any other song you showed me, like you know what I mean? Like even if at the end of all of these I'm like, yeah, no, I just didn't like the songs. I have to give the guy so much credit for being just damn good at what he does. That even if it's not necessarily my cup of tea, he's very good at what he does. He is very well thought out. He's very creative. He's very smart and this and incredibly talented to be able to do that in one take. Because there's not a lot of artists out there. I'm just gonna be so for real. There's not a lot of artists out there that could get something like that exactly right to do it all in one take like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, that's a crazy level of skill. So, anyways, I just wanted to give mad props and respect to Ren for that level of skill and meticulousness in this.
Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart.
Damn.
An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. Two bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Violet's Tale. Who's Violet? I mean, we're gonna keep watching, but just um, I thought this was the tale of Jenny and Screech, but now we're at Violet. Yeah, okay, Melanie, you used the word I was thinking of. I was also thinking of the word like minstrel. Melanie said he's a modern bard. And I was thinking of like minstrels in that way, right? That they would, you know, kind of just go around with their little, stringed instrument and sing like the narratives, right? They would sing narrative stories and tales. And so to have like this, like these tales of these characters, it's giving very minstrel, right? It's giving bard. So yeah, I think I would agree with that. I said even if it's not like music I would like put on a playlist and be like, "Oh, I'm going to listen to this" or whatever, like um I can sit down and like engage with it and like respect it for what it is. You know what I mean? Oh, this is the one you were talking about, Alex. Okay, so we might cut just warning for those of you that are new to this. We have been warned by Alex that some heavier topics are going to be coming in this one. Okay. They call his genre bardcore. That's funny. Cuz like this, honestly, I could just listen to this. He's so good on the guitar.
Ooh, ooh, London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstained sheets, our lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Good night, Gabby.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you of the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick, knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw when the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I wanna do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
Oh, God. The discordance on that.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005.
Wait. Stop. My brain, the light bulb just went off in my The light bulb just went off in my brain. Is this Screech's mom? Is this how Screech started? Like, is this why he's on the streets at 14 years old? Okay, don't tell me. I'm just gonna push play. Okay.
Lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle. It happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Shut up! Oh, what? Excuse me, sir? What? Yo! Wait a second. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. He never said how old Jenny was, right? He just said a girl? Wait 1 second. Did he... Hold up. Sorry, we're just gonna rewatch this beginning part, because...
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old, and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bogging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Up or go Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me.
See, I didn't remember him ever saying that she was 14. I caught, or, you know, I caught that Screech was 14. Hold up. Yeah, he was 14. He was a liar, a thief at 14 years old. I'm reading through the lyrics to see if it says. Jenny freezes statue like a lady-shaped stalagmite, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. Yeah, see, I think I just assumed because of the way you described her that she was an adult. Like, I did not catch that she was the same age. That she would have only been 14. That is crazy sauce. Crazy sauce. Yo. Okay, yeah, alright, Melanie, so yeah, no, you never said this information. Uh, yeah, that's what I gathered, Alex. I gathered that if mom died and we have twins, that they go into the system and they probably got separated. That's what I'm assuming. Melanie said Jenny was inspired by a young prostitute that was killed in London. Okay, which is probably why a 14-year-old was in heels. Okay. Fair. All right. Y'all. Y'all, this was like, hold up. Okay, first off, round of applause. A round of applause for that. Um this was like, y'all gonna laugh at me. This was giving Star Wars. Just twins that don't know that they're twins. I'm just saying. Okay. Um Yo. Okay, I get it now. I get why y'all are sucked in with this. Cuz this was engaging storytelling. This was engaging storytelling. And he sang a lot more. I mean, it was kind of, rapping, but it wasn't even quite rap. Like this was more of a singy kind of. I really like his singing voice a lot. So, um yeah, and the guitar was phenomenal on this. All around, this was phenomenal storytelling. This was very engaging storytelling. He's fantastic on the guitar, excellent vocals, meticulous with the camera shots, like meticulous with the creation of this stuff. Just fantastic. So, all right. I'm in for the tales, y'all. I'm in for the tales. Like I said, I don't think that this would be something that like okay, this is gonna sound like such a weird statement. This is gonna sound like such a weird statement. I don't consider this music, and what I mean by that is, before y'all get offended, don't get offended, okay? That I'm not saying that this was bad. What I'm saying is that this is not something that I would be like, oh, I feel like hanging out and vibing to some music. Let me put on Tales of Jenny and Screech. You know what I mean? Like, know what I mean? Like that's what I mean when I say like I don't consider this music. Obviously it's music. Obviously, right? He's on the guitar. Anyways, um, but like this isn't like throw on some music kind of music. Yeah, exactly, V. That's what I'm getting. This is art. This is like a art creation, right? This is a piece of art, a piece of performance art. This is a concept. This is you know what I mean? This is storytelling, right? So, yeah. So it's like this is definitely not something I would just throw on, but this is very engaging storytelling and I'm engaged in this story now. So, yes. um Yeah, Alex. It's also parallel because at the end of Screech's tale it says they died one street apart, but then it ends at the end of Violet's tale with like born side by side. So they were like born next to each other and they kind of died next to each other too, really. It's crazy. Um V says next is sunflowers, self-portrait, the bedroom story. I'm assuming that's all Vincent's tale because it's all giving like Van Gogh. So, all right. Fair. Fair. Okay. All right. Well, let's said I'm in. I'm in for the tales. Round of applause. All right.